Today we're learning about chemical potential energy, and I'm here with Jada, and Jada's got a beaker full of sugar, and she's got some sugar cubes. And Jada, what are you going to pour on that sugar there? What are you going to pour on that?
Sulfuric acid.
Sulfuric acid. So we're going to very carefully open up our sulfuric acid. And Jada, you have gloves on, don't you? Mm-hmm. So I want you to go ahead and pour some acid into that beaker until it reaches the level of the sugar. Go ahead. And right now we know, that's good, stop. We know that the sugar there has the potential to move, but it isn't yet. It's not moving yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our shish kebab stick here and we're going to stir it up. And that's right. You're going to notice that the sugar is going to start changing color. We know that sugar is made of what three elements, Jada? What's sugar made of?
Oxygen, hydrogen, and carbon.
And carbon, and we're mostly carbon-based life forms, aren't we? Look at what pure carbon looks like. It's black, isn't it? Now, what you're going to see here is an exothermic reaction where the carbon is going to break away from the hydrogen and the oxygen, and it's going to move. It's going to go from chemical potential energy to chemical kinetic energy. And once it starts moving, it's going to release a lot of heat. Some of that heat is going to be released, and let's look at what happens. What happens to that carbon? Is it moving?
Yes. Yeah.
Starting to move. Let's keep watching.
Oh, this actually smells like raisin.
Let's see how much it moves. Now we know that we are mostly carbon-based life forms, aren't we? So most of our bodies are made of carbon. Now we have another version of this same experiment. And this version of the experiment is with sugar cubes instead of granulated sugar. Look. Now class, as we can see the amount of carbon that has rose out of the beaker, we're going to attempt the same experiment, but this time we're going to use just sugar cubes, and we're not going to mix the sulfuric acid with the sugar. We're just going to let it stand, and we're going to see if the carbon spreads out, if it has the same kind of surface area when we don't stir the acid with the sugar cubes. So this one, I'm just going to pour a little bit directly on the sugar cubes, just like this. And we're just going to let it set. You still see a color change, that's right.
This one stinks. I don't like it.
Now this one's going to be different. I want you to see if it reacts as much. Oh, I see one in the middle starting to move a little bit.
Yeah.
You see that cube in the middle?
No.
Yeah, very slow.
It's like bubbling up.
Yep.
It's releasing smoke.
Yeah. I see a little sulfur dioxide coming off of it, just a little bit. This is chemical potential energy becoming chemical kinetic energy. Exothermic, it's releasing heat. It's starting to move, but very slowly. So if I asked you, is this exothermic or endothermic? Good, exothermic. How do we know? Because it's releasing heat. Good job.